Republican Party is headless. For years, Donald Trump's protege in bluster and intimidation has been Ohio Congressman Jim Jordan. Trump even awarded Jim Jordan the Presidential Medal of Freedom for Jordan's service as Trump's defender in Congress and an avatar of Trump's rage. So we are clear here. This award is typically reserved for icons, people like Michael Jordan and Maya Angelou. And Jim Jordan has not passed a single bill in his entire congressional career. Now, Trump endorsed Jordan in his bid for Speaker of the House. And the campaign to make Jim Jordan Speaker of the House has been full of bullying and intimidation. Republicans who opposed Jordan received threatening emails from a Fox News host pressuring them to support Jim Jordan. Multiple Republicans and their spouses received death threats from Trump Jordan supporters. One member of Congress even got evicted from his own office in his home district. And yet none of it has worked. None of it. Instead, all week, we have watched Jim Jordan slowly bleed support in his bid for Speaker. That all culminated in today's third floor vote, which saw Mr. Jordan receive the fewest votes of any Speaker candidate since the House became a 435-member body in the year 1929. And man, from there, it only got worse. Republicans then met behind closed doors and voted to officially unnominate Jim Jordan, to depose him as their nominee. In today's public Speaker vote on the House floor, 25 Republicans broke with their party to oppose Jim Jordan. But behind closed doors, Jim Jordan got 86 votes, which is less than half of the Republican conference. 112 Republicans voted by secret ballot to reject Jim Jordan as their nominee.
I told the conference it was an honor to be their Speaker designee, but I felt it was important that we all know, get an answer to the question if they wanted me to continue in that role. And so we put the question to them. They made a different decision.
The most popular Republican in the United States Congress was just knifed by a secret ballot in a private meeting in the basement of the Capitol. It's as swampy as swamp gets, and Jim Jordan deserved better than that.
Did he, though? Jim Jordan's loss is a win for opponents of Trump-style threats and intimidation, but it is definitely not a sign that the Republican Party has its act together. In fact, it is quite the opposite. Republicans are now going back to square one. They have no one to replace Jim Jordan. Instead, almost a dozen candidates are actively considering running for that position. It is literally open season in the House. Having gone home for the weekend, I mean, hey, why not? Republicans plan to hold yet another candidate forum behind closed doors next week. The Republican Party is headless, and even its de facto leader is losing his edge.